All right, Likutei Moharan, Torah Test. We are holding by Sif Daled. So after we explained that with that the person davens with all his koyach, his tefillah goes up through the gate, through the spiritual opening, entrance, that belongs to his spiritual tribe. And that already endows the person with brand new koyches. His koyach is going in and the koyach is mischadesh. The koyach is being renewed. Your batteries are being recharged. You get new koyches in Avodas Hashem. And what you're doing is, you are doing a unification. Unification that produces two distinct results. One of them is parnasa. The other one is zivug. And because first of all you bring about, like you are bringing about the sustenance, by causing this yichud on this high level, bring about parnasa to Olam Yisrael. So that's considered as if you are kiviyachol giving parnasa to Kodesh Baruch Hu. You give to him, he gives to you, so you get parnasa. On the other hand, what you're doing is being your tefillah comes up from this world. After Kodesh Baruch Hu, who's beyond time and place, you're creating a yichud, a connection between this world and a Kodesh Baruch Hu. That's called Yichud Kudsha B'Richur Shchinta. That's the unification of Kodesh Baruch Hu with the Shechina. That brings about, you're causing a yichud, Mimelo, you're zochem to your own zivug. This is Shalom Bayis, this is whatever it is that if a person doesn't have this, then gets a wife, v'cholah. And we also say that the person needs a gevaldige schus, so that his tefillah should go through his own spiritual gate. You know? And Yaakov Avinu, he had the koyach to elevate the tefillahs to everybody's gates, because he's the source of everybody. Now, and we say, and that what is the eitzah that the person should be able to put his koyach into the davening? That a person will say dibura emes. You speak the truth, you're able to, and they will illuminate, the truth will illuminate for you the opening to get out of the darkness that entraps you. Then you'll be able to daven properly. Now, we are going to explain what is the technique that a person should be zoicha, that its tefillah will go through the shevet, the tribe that belongs to him. So we said that the tefillah goes through the gate of shaykh, and it causes the shevet, the tribe, to be mashpia to the mazel, and the mazel which corresponds to it, and the mazel will bring shevet to the world. And that's how a person is echet to zivug and parnasa v'chula and gets new koyach Hashem, as we said. But we also said before that you need a tremendous chus to elevate the tefillah to go through your gate. So the eitzah for it is as follows. A person has to think in his mind and to say before his davening that he's mekasher himself with his tefillah to tzaddik ador. And the tzaddik knows, he's like a traffic cop. He knows how to direct each tefillah to the shah that belongs to it. By the fact that you connect your tefillah to the tzaddik ador, the tzaddik will elevate your tefillah to the shah that belongs to it. And the reason that the tzaddik knows how to do this, he called tzaddik v'tzaddik b'chinas Moshe. Every tzaddik is a b'china of Moshe. He becomes an embodiment kiviyachol of Moshe. that is and Moshe is B'chinas Mashiach. Mashiach is Moshe Mashiach. And as Moshe Amor, as it says in the Gemara, that the Amoraim used to call each other Moshe. Like at Dafka, it's interesting. When did they call each other Moshe? When they didn't agree with what the person said. So I said, Moshe, Shabi Kamlas. Moshe, did you say, are you sure you said good? You, what they meant to say is you who are in your generation, like Moshe in his generation. Are you positive that what you said just now? So you see every tzaddik calls another tzaddik Moshe. And it is also said, Ad ki yavo Shiloh, until Shiloh will come. The Doya said, what is ki yavo Shiloh? Da Moshe, that's Moshe. Shiloh is Gimatria Moshe. Right? Moshe is Mem Shin Hey. Right? The Shin and the Hey you have in Shiloh, right? In the beginning and the end. In the middle you have Yud and Lamed. Yud is 10, Lamed is 30. Together is Mem. It's a Gematria Moshe. Ad Yavo Shiloh. The Zohar says, Da Moshe, that's Moshe. And Moshe is the Nishmash Mashiach. He's the Neshama of the Mashiach. He's the first Redeemer. And he's the last Redeemer. Well, Mashiach is a very wondrous being who kol b'kol tefillas. He is comprised from all the tefillas. That's the from the Sipur Meises, the Meiser from the Ben Melech. It was comprised totally of gems, of expensive gems, of precious gems. Mashiach is made up of all the tefillas. The tefillas of all Israel. In other words, that means that all the tefillas of Am Yisrael, that Am Yisrael ever davened, will be a sword in the hand of the Mashiach. And with this, he will conquer the world, and he will crown the Kodesh Baruch Hu over the entire world. Until Mashiach will be able to, and in order for Mashiach to be able to use the force of all the tefillas of Kodesh of every single one of Israel, he'll have to elevate every tefillah to the Sheirish. Well, when a tefillah is not received, what is it? Because every tefillah is a connection. You can have like an image, if you want to have an image in your mind, all right? Take an image of somebody that he can have thunder in his hand, okay? So you have, he can take, let's say, a wire that there's electricity in it, and with it he can do things, all right? Let's say whatever. But it has to be connected first of all, so the electricity will run in it, and then he can use it. A tefillah is not connected, didn't go into the source. I mean, it doesn't have a koyach in it. So first of all, he has to elevate all the tefillahs and connect into the source, connect to the root, so that it's a live wire, so to speak. Then he can use the koyach, to fight the entire world and to crown Kodesh Baruch Hu in the world. And this koyach to elevate every single tefillah to the shayach, to the gate that belongs to it, the Tzaddik Ador also has. Because he is also a bechina of Moshe Mashiach. Mashiach will have it absolutely. To the time, then the entire world already will succumb, will just give in. Until then, the Tzaddik Ador, every door, the Tzaddik Ador is a bechina of Moshe Mashiach. ובשביל זה יהיה משיח מורך בדורים. Mashiach will smell, the maisim of every single person. He will know, and it says about Mashiach, that when people come to Mashiach to be judged, he won't have to, listen or look at the person to see he thinks it is so, thinking so. He'll be able to tell by the smell if this person is chayav or not. It's Chazal in Sanhedrin. Ki atfilas in b'chinas chotem. We said already, we learned the Torah base, the tefillah are b'chinas chotem, are concept like a nose. Moshe Koz, Kodesh Baruch Hu says to Am Yisrael, L'man Shmi He says, "Lamad shmi ari chapi," for the sake of my name, I will, extend you, give you a parole. I'll extend my rachamim to you. He says, my tehillah, I will hold back. But what is it? But in the Loshen, it's a very peculiar word which is used of I will hold back, I will keep plugged in, because anger is called charon af. It's called the anger of a nose. When we say Kodesh Baruch Hu's anger, it's Allah Osham Ba'apoy, that like a smoke went up his nose. That means it, and Kodesh Baruch Hu says, I will plug up the nose. He says, Tilos yechatom lach. This is my tehillah, that I'm patient with you. And I'm plugging up my nose so that like smoke should not come out of it, and I'm not being angry at you, and I don't annihilate you. That's what Rashi says over there. And what this pasuk alludes to is that tehillah, the praise, is an aspect of choyter. Tilasi echaton. Tilasi echaton. The tilos is the tefillah, my praise, is echaton, is a pchinas choyter. Now that tefillah is being drawn from this, in Kabbalah, the tefillah comes from the very, very, very high madrega of choyter, of the supernal persona. Tefillah Sekesa in the Olamad. This is where it comes from. As it is said in a similar basis, Mashiach will attain this bechina. Mashiach will attain this bechina. That's why Mashiach is comprised of all the tefillahs. And since Mashiach will have, will be an embodiment of this inner of chotem, with which one smells, he'll be able to smell who is chayev and who is zakai. But Hashem tomorrow will explain how this entire saga is contained in the Maimer of Rava Bar Chana.